Welcome everyone, this is Alex Burke from the Salem Museum and Historical Society, and for this week's installment of Around Town, a historic video tour of Salem, we're here standing on the Salem Museum's Veterans Plaza. And this episode's going to be a little different from some of the other ones because we're not actually going to talk about a specific location that's helped shape Salem's past, we're going to talk about an event. And that event took place on May 8th, 1945, when Nazi Germany officially surrendered to the Allied nations of the United States, Great Britain, and the Soviet Union. You guessed it, we're here to talk about Victory in Europe Day, or as everyone calls it, VE Day. Today's the 75th anniversary of it. But throughout Europe and the world, countries celebrated, like Great Britain and France had massive parades and celebrations to show that their war is over, to celebrate this. Closer to home in the United States and Salem, the news wasn't as exciting because we realized that the war wasn't exactly over. Japan was still out there in the Pacific fighting the U.S. Marines throughout that area, and they still presented a very dangerous threat to the Americans. But although the news wasn't as exciting for many people in this area, the Salem Times-Register, when it was published on May 11th of that week, did a good job to celebrate the occasion. The headlines read, "War is ended in Europe," and they had full-page displays that celebrated the tribute the soldiers had made, and bios on all of the Allied leaderships and other articles to go along with the European theater. But it's a really sharp contrast when you compare the public's reaction to VE Day and Victory in Japan Day. And it's amazing to see the difference between the two and how the community celebrated and embraced them. But that's a story for another time. But that's going to conclude it, everyone, for this week's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Alex Burke from the Salem Museum and Historical Society. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time, Around Town.